WWE Undisputed Champion, number 17, never seen before, John Cena against the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, one more time, in which I have to think it is their final battle amongst the John Cena's retirement tour. Do you think?
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. So I'm curious how all this plays out, just like you, man. Like, this is a street fight now.
Mm-hmm.
Do we get what are your thoughts on Cody Rhodes? Let's just get there. Like, what does this match need to be for him? Does he need to get the win here? Does he need to lose? Does he need to turn heel? Can he stay face? Like, before we get to Cena, because we know he's not long, what is the perfect recipe for you for Cody Rhodes right here?
Well, first off, I think there's more conspiracy theories about this particular match than maybe any other match that we've seen, including their WrestleMania match, including the conspiracy theories that date all the way back to Cody facing Roman both times. I mean, if you go online and you just read every single theory about, this particular match, your head's just going to spin in a million different directions. So with that being the case, I just off the cuff here, I want to say that I don't think that there's going to be any show of The Rock. I certainly don't think, with the reports that have kind of come by, unless they're just somehow a work, that there's going to be any show of Travis Scott either. That relationship seems to have soured for now, and so that kind of just if we just leave it at a heads up, even though it is a street fight, and I do anticipate some sort of shenanigans. I don't know where it's coming from just yet, but we've already seen the story, Maddie, where Cody Rhodes fails and has to work his way back to the to the top of the mountain, and he's arguably done it again to get here to this feud with John Cena. So are we going to tell that story again? Are we going to get a three-peat in this John Cena retirement tour? I really, really don't think so. So I've been on the side since John Cena won, really since he turned heel, that he was going to keep the title all the way up until his retirement match. And I think I'm going to soften on that. I think there's a real chance for Cody Rhodes to go over here.
Okay. So here's where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cody's a great face. I still think he's the face of the company. Like, I'm not soured I don't think he's gotten stale. I think they do a great job of how they showcase him as the quarterback, and he delivers in I'm a fan. So I don't necessarily think a heel turn is needed at this point in time for Cody Rhodes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of speculation about that, and I do think that, oh man, with Cody, this is kind of going back to the conversation last week. Don't put the cart in front of the horse, right? Like, don't let this be your expectation for the weekend. I don't think it is my overall expectation for the weekend for Cody Rhodes to turn. But I do think there's a pathway for that to happen. And the pathway that I see is that Cody is having that internal struggle because he knows if he doesn't level up, he knows that if he doesn't do something kind of excessive, that he's not going to get past John Cena. He already knows what that's like. He already knows the lengths that John is willing to go to keep that title right here during his retirement tour. So the path that I see is they've had the match that they have. Cody Rhodes has that opportunity to use the WWE Championship a la John Cena, the way that he's done to keep it so many times here throughout this run. And then finally breaking down and deciding, you know what? I got to use it. I got to win. This is my shot. So does that particular instance make Cody Rhodes heel? I don't know. You know what I mean? I think it depends on how they play it off.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like, I don't see I understand the concept that he has to overcome John Cena.
Right.
And he has to kick it in gear somehow. I just don't know if a double turn, if I'm expecting a double turn, I just don't know if I necessarily need a heel Cody Rhodes at this point. Like, I think you can make a case for Cena to lose clean by Cody at this point. I just don't know. It's just a very intriguing match. And like you said, the street fight aspect of it, like you're going to get
That's
dirty
what's
in
throwing
this.
me.
Does Cena bleed? Does Cody bleed? Like this could be a brawl. This could be both these guys doing, I don't know. Maybe Cody just snaps. Like that would be kind of cool,
Yeah. Good Lord, dude. Did you see Cody Rhodes' face after Elimination Chamber as a part of Unreal?
Yeah. Crazy.
Good grief, man. I mean, it looked like he'd been in a bar fight. It was that was unreal. No pun. Yeah, there's so many avenues to go. Is it the double turn that everybody is expecting? I think so often with WWE, there's so much access to fandom these days, right? Whether it's X, whether it's all these different social media platforms, YouTube, like everybody has a way to be able to chime in, connect, run theories past each other. And so occasionally you have one that gets legs, right? And kind of perpetuates across the internet. And then that kind of becomes the expectation. And so right now, if I had to pick one that's kind of become the expectation, it is the Cody Rhodes heel turn. So let's play devil's advocate here for a minute, Maddie, before we get to a winner of this match. If Cody Rhodes is to turn heel in this match, does he do it on his own?
Yeah. See, I don't know. I'm not expecting The Rock. So that's the only
I'm
one
not
that
either.
would make. So that would be the only one that would make sense for it. But it just, to me, it's like,
I don't think it makes sense though.
I just don't see it. Like, I just don't think we're there, man. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't see. He's not vanilla enough that he's gotten old, in my opinion.
Are you talking about Cody?
Yeah, I just think he can add that second level of just being a little more aggressive. Kind of like he did with Kevin Owens. I mean, dude, he did the same thing with Kevin Owens. So why not just put, Cena through hell a little bit more aggressive? Maybe make Cena bleed even. Like something like that.
Yeah, if you can kind of get that Cody that kicks it into another gear, that was the Rumble match, right, with him and Kevin Owens?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get that kind of aggression out of Cody where he had to put KO through the ladder there to kind of end that match and go win that match, I can see that. And if that's the case and we get that sort of aggression, that different side of Cody that we don't always get, then there's really no need for the heel turn. But if the heel turn were to occur, like, I don't know if Cody can just, you saw it with Rock and Hogan, right? And basically in the middle of their match. And it really just happened so organically that it was fine and it worked out beautifully. And we talked about it again with Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan, but you had Dominic Mysterio there as a little bit of a catalyst to drive that and make it happen. I don't know if there's a specific way yet right now for John Cena and Cody Rhodes to just get there organically. And at the same time, I don't know who would be the catalyst to kind of help that out. And if that's the case, then you got to pick somebody, right, for that to occur. And I have no idea what the name is. It's not The Rock. It's not Travis Scott. I just don't know who it is at this point for Cody Rhodes to make that heel turn actually work.
Yeah, that's me. I just don't see turning heel. Like I think you can get the John Cena sympathy regardless. If he takes the L here, I think the crowd's still going to cheer him, and that might
for sure.
I don't think that it. I just don't think it's needed, man. Like I think you can have both flavors of the ice cream here. You can have a double turn where Cena turns face. And I think, you can get a little more aggression out of Cody Rhodes in the process.
Ooh, there's a little bit of an interesting one, and then we'll choose a winner here. Can we just get a face turn out of Cena with him losing?
Yeah, I think that's very possible. I think
and keeping Cody face as well.
Yeah, I think you can get a loss here, and I think the crowd's going to give Cena a standing ovation regardless. I mean, you might see Cody Rhodes help Cena up after he beats him down.
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
I think we all end SummerSlam on a high note that way.
Okay, that's interesting because I don't think that's been floated like at all. Basically, not in anything that I've seen, and I think that's a viable path. And then you got John Cena kind of ending his, or not ending his retirement tour, but going into the back half of this retirement tour with kind of just a different adoration of John Cena.
Yeah.
So I think that's a completely viable path there. All right, Maddie, who you got?
Yeah, I think it's going to end with maybe Cena raising Cody Rhodes' hand at the end of the night. So give me Cody Rhodes as your new WWE champion.
I'm right there with you because I don't know where Cody Rhodes goes. I think you're just retelling a story that's already been told if Cody doesn't win here. And so for that reason, yeah, man, I think Cody's got to win, and I think that kind of completes their series. And then you'll have John Cena kind of freed up on the back half of his run to go after, a number of different folks, and maybe that is where we start getting more and more matches with John Cena with his, instead of just the appearances, right? He'll show up. Maybe he has an open challenge, and that's just kind of the back half of his retirement tour. I think that'd be a lot of fun. It's just an open challenge. You want some of John Cena? Come get it, because this is your last chance.
Well, and there you go. Like, how many different ways can we book John Cena? If he loses here,
I think a million.
You get, he goes out and he gives his speech saying, I did what I could, and then Breaker interrupts. Like, how awesome would that be? Like, so much. I think there's so much, and if not that, Cody Rhodes gets the win and Breaker shows up. I mean, there's so many different ways to level up both these guys here. I think Cody winning the championship, though, does a lot for WWE. And I think making Cena face does a lot for WWE.
Yeah, and I think kind of the last thing that I'll say is they did do a little bit of rebranding, right, with Roman Reigns and OTC1. And then if you throw it back to kind of the, they've been calling Cody Rhodes QB1. So maybe they have a trilogy there at WrestleMania at some point down the line. And if Cody Rhodes were to win here at SummerSlam, they both go off and do the movie. They come back, they have the whole thing. And maybe that is where you get the completion of that trilogy of Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. All right,